Magandang araw po at magandang gabi sa mga nakakapanood sa gabi at sa lahat po ng naabot ng video na ito. Welcome po dito sa AMB Awi Mix Videos. Ngayon po may video po tayo mula kay US Military Action. Ito po yan, ano? At mapakaganda ng topic niya, no? When the US Navy and allies are on the move in the Indo-Pacific. So itong video ito, bibigyan po natin to ng reaction at ng komento at inaasahan ko rin po sa inyo yan dyan sa comment box at asahan nyo na babasahin po natin yan sa abot ng ating makakaya at marereplyan. Pero pag malaki yung volume, pasensya na po at hindi po natin mabasa lahat. Pero hanggat maaari, binabasa po natin yan. So ito po yung video ni US Military Action at i-play na natin, no? Kasi nakakatakot ito at malaking volume ng military po ito, no? At big move po ito mula sa Allied Powers. So ito na po.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to US Military Action Channel. Today we're delving into a significant development in global security, the recent movements of US aircraft carriers and their allies in the Indo-Pacific region. These strategic deployments have profound implications for regional stability and international relations. Let's explore the details.
Stop natin, no? Grabe ho yung gamit ng mga Amerikano, no? Hindi lang po yan, no? Worldwide po yan. Yung nakikita yung jet niya, ano, lumipad, Hornet po yun, no? So yung nakaraan po, nagkamali po ako doon, no? Yung nakaraang vlog na aeroplano, mga jet fighter ng France, yun po ay Rafale, no? Ang nasabi ko yata Gripen, so pasensya na po. So yung nakita niyo lumilipad yan, ayan, mga Hornet po yan. Ayan.
Current deployments. As of February 18th, 2025, the U.S. Navy's aircraft carrier USS Carl Vinson, along with carrier Air Wing 2, is actively operating in the Philippine Sea.
So Carl Vinson actively nag-work dito sa Philippine Sea, no? At nakabantay po yan, no? Dati nandito yung sa Southern Visayan. Itinaboy nila yung Chinese vessels.
This deployment is part of Exercise Pacific Stellar 2025, a multi-carrier event hosted by the French Navy.
Wow! Multi-carrier event. So hindi lang isang carrier, no? Kasama yung mga French Navy. Malalaking bansa po ito, powerful.
The exercise includes the French Carrier Strike Group and the Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force, highlighting a unified commitment to maintaining a free and open Indo-Pacific. Recent joint exercises. To enhance interoperability and readiness, these forces have participated in several joint exercises. Exercise Pacific Stellar 2025. This multi-carrier event, hosted by the French Navy, involves the USS Carl Vinson, the French carrier...
isipin nyo, no? Hosted by French Navy, no? Sila yung nangunguna rito. So nakakapagtaka rito, mahirap lang, nasabi nga na, third world daw ang Pilipinas. Pero halos buong mundo, no? Nakatoon sa Pilipinas. At mga European, yung mga Sweden, Norway, Germany, ganun na lamang yung simpatsya nila sa Pilipinas, ano, sa tuwing binubuli tayo ng China. India, malalakas na bansa po yan. Amerika, Australia, even yung UK, ano, nagpahayag ng suporta sa Pilipinas.
Strike Group, and the Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force. The exercise focuses on integrated operations among large deck ships, strengthening collaborative maritime capabilities. Multilateral Naval Exercise Komodo, MNEK, 2025, hosted by the Indonesian Navy in Bali. This exercise brings together navies from over 20 countries, including the U.S. Navy. MNEK emphasizes multilateral maritime cooperation.
Grabe, ang dami nun, no? Alam ko nga, hindi lang 20 yun, 38 daw yung countries na yan, no? Di ko alam ano sagot dyan ng China, no? At kung may pumutok man na gera dyan, ay malaking digmaan to dahil napakaraming bansa nito, eh. No? So, wag naman sana ang Pilipinas ay maging battleground.
And disaster response, fostering regional partnerships. Combined operations in the Sulu Sea. The USS Dewey and Japan's JS Asahi conducted combined operations in the Sulu Sea on February 9th to 10th, 2025.
So, meron pa rin pala sila dito sa Sulu Sea, no? Pilipinas po yan, sa Pilipinas, Sulu Sea.
These operations enhance bilateral naval cooperation and ensure maritime security in the region. These exercises demonstrate a collective effort to bolster regional security and preparedness among allied nations. Allied nations' strategic shifts. Allied nations are also adjusting their defense postures.
Ito na po yung tinatawag na allied nation, no? Dalawa kasi yan, isang Axis tsaka allied. Ang alam ko, ang Japan noon, dati siyang Axis power. So, allied na ngayon siya.
United Kingdom. British Defense Secretary John Healey has indicated that the UK's primary focus will be on NATO and European defense, potentially impacting its involvement in the Indo-Pacific region. This strategic shift may influence the AUKUS Defense Pact with Australia and the U.S. regional middle powers. Countries such as Australia, Japan, South Korea, and India are increasing their security cooperation and engagements to address the evolving security landscape. These efforts aim to fill potential gaps left by shifting alliances and ensure regional stability. These developments reflect a dynamic and responsive approach to the evolving security landscape in the Indo-Pacific. Regional implications. The concerted movements of U.S. and allied naval forces in the Indo-Pacific serve multiple strategic purposes. Deterrence. A robust maritime presence aims to deter potential aggressive actions by adversarial nations, ensuring the security of vital sea lanes. Reassurance. Demonstrating a steadfast commitment to regional allies and partners, these deployments provide assurance against shared security threats. Adaptation to geopolitical shifts. Allied nations are recalibrating their defense postures in response to global policy changes, maintaining a balanced power dynamic in the region. These strategic moves are essential in promoting stability and upholding international norms in the Indo-Pacific region. China's response. China has been closely monitoring these developments and has responded with increased naval activities.
Ayan po, makikita nyo. Naka-highlight dito yung Philippines, tsaka yung EEC ng Philippines, at tsaka yung China, naka-highlight. So, ang main rito, halos yung stability ng peace doon sa international water, no? Pero naka-highlight yung dalawang bansa. So, ewan ko kung fulfilling the prophecy po ito, no? Na mukhang nagiging makapangyarihan itong Pilipinas sa dami ng nagsama-samang bansa para tumulong sa Pilipinas, no? Dapat ka naka-highlight din yung sa Taiwan, pero di natin nakita. Priority nila rito ay ang maprotektahan ang Pilipinas. Sa tingin ko, yun. At siyempre, kasama na yung pagprotekta doon sa international water. Hindi natin alam kung ano ang nakita nila sa Pilipinas. Kasi napakaraming bansang malalakas yung kapangyarihan na gustong makipag-tie up sa ating military. No, gusto nila tayong ka-military drill. No? At itong China, hindi natin alam kung ano talaga ang binabalak nito. Gusto ba talaga nito ng gera? So, ituloy po natin yung video.
Near Australia, a flotilla of Chinese warships has appeared in Australian waters, raising concerns about Beijing's expansionist ambitions. This move underscores the strategic importance of the region and China's intent to assert its influence. These actions indicate China's strategic intent to assert its influence in the region, prompting neighboring countries to reassess their security strategies. India's defense initiatives. In response to the evolving security dynamics, India is bolstering its defense capabilities. Acquisition of advanced defense systems. India plans to acquire advanced defense systems, including F-35 stealth fighter jets, to enhance its conventional deterrence capabilities. This move signifies a deepening defense partnership between India and the U.S. These initiatives reflect India's commitment to strengthening its defense posture amid regional security challenges. Multilateral cooperation efforts. Beyond bilateral engagements, multilateral cooperation is being emphasized. Exercise La Pérouse, 2025. This biennial multilateral exercise involves navies from the US, France, Japan, and Australia.
Sa akin, mas okay yung multilateral dahil para tong transparent to sa lahat ng mga bansa na kasama doon. Kasi ang gusto mangyari nung China, bilateral. So, dalawang bansa lang ang mag-uusap doon. So, iisa-isahin niya yung bilateral. Depende sa agreement. Hindi natin alam kung ano yung pinag-usapan. Kaya bilateral. Kunyari, Pilipinas sa China mag-uusap. Tapos sunod China sa Indonesia. Ngayon, yung bang pinag-usapan ng Indonesia sa pinag-usapan ng China at Pilipinas at China at Indonesia, parehas ba? So, hindi, pwedeng hindi. May mga tinatagong sikreto. So, pangit po yun. Mas maganda yung multilateral dahil ito po ay transparent.
It aims to advance maritime security through surveillance, interdiction, and air operations, showcasing a shared commitment to a free and open Indo-Pacific. Such multilateral exercises enhance collective security and demonstrate unity among participating nations. Technological advancements in defense. Technological innovation is pivotal in modern defense strategies, particularly in the Indo-Pacific region. Fifth-generation aircraft integration. Exercises like COPE North 2025 have been instrumental in enhancing the capabilities of partner air forces. This year's exercise, held in Guam, marked the first trilateral
So napakaraming barko niyan, No? Parang napakalapit na nung digmaan, Kumbaga, nasa Pilipinas yung desisyon, Parang kakalabitin na lang. Isang putok lang ang umalingaw-ngaw dyan. Pwedeng Pilipinas ang magsimula nito. Or pwedeng ang manggaling sa China. So, may dalawang bansa lang na pwedeng kumalabit ng gatilyo para mag-umpisa yung gera. At ayaw ng Pilipinas na tayo yun.
Training involving F-35 Lightning II aircraft from the US, Australia, and Japan. Such collaborations focus on integrated operations, improving interoperability among allied nations. Next-generation ground vehicles. The U.S. Army's Tank Automotive Center is developing advanced ground vehicles that are more lethal, survivable, and efficient. Key research areas include power architecture, protection, vehicle electronic architecture, and autonomy. aiming to enhance operational capabilities in diverse terrains. Pacific Deterrence Initiative, PDI. The PDI emphasizes investments in ballistic missile defense, particularly for the defense of Guam against various missile threats. This initiative includes funding for exercises, training, and rapid prototyping to maintain a technological edge in the region. These advancements underscore the commitment of the U.S. and its allies to maintaining a strategic and technological advantage in the Indo-Pacific. AUKUS Partnership Developments. The AUKUS alliance between Australia, the United Kingdom, and the United States continues to evolve. Nuclear-powered submarines. Australia has taken significant steps toward acquiring nuclear-powered submarines. Through collaboration with the U.S., Australian personnel are gaining hands-on experience in maintaining Virginia-class submarines, marking a milestone in the AUKUS partnership. Advanced technology collaboration. Beyond submarines, AUKUS aims to develop advanced technologies, including hypersonics, cyber capability.
Grabe, daming barko niya, no? So ito yung sinasabi ng isang American, yung American personnel o sundalo siya, US soldier. Hindi ito sa paramihan ng barko. Ito ay paramihan ng kaibigang bansa. Marami kang kakampi, kahit konti yung barko ng bansa mo, kung marami ka namang kakampi, ay panalo pa rin kayo. Kasi kung solo flight ka, mauubos yung budget mo sa pagpaparami ng barko. No? Mas importante pa rin ang kaibigan, no? O meron kang mga kaibigang bansa.
Quantum computing and undersea robotics. These efforts are designed to deliver decisive advantages in modern warfare and enhance collective security in the Indo-Pacific. These initiatives reflect a deepening military and economic partnership, reinforcing regional security and stability. Future outlook. Looking ahead, several factors will influence the strategic landscape of the Indo-Pacific. Evolving alliances. As nations reassess their defense priorities, alliances like AUKUS and partnerships with regional middle powers will play crucial roles in maintaining balance and deterring aggression. Technological innovation. Continuous advancements in defense technology, such as integrating fifth-generation aircraft and developing autonomous systems, will shape future military capabilities and strategies. Regional stability efforts. Ongoing joint exercises, strategic deployments, and defense collaborations underscore a collective commitment to a free and open Indo-Pacific, ensuring peace and prosperity for all nations involved. These developments highlight the dynamic and interconnected nature of security in the Indo-Pacific region. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this content. Make sure to subscribe to our channel, US Military Action, and enable notifications so you don't miss the latest updates. See you in the next video.
So hanggang dito na lang po at yan po ang video ni US Military Action. Napakaganda po ng kanyang ginawang videos. At doon naman sa comment ko, no, kung bakit sa tingin ko hindi takot yung China. Baka si Xi Jinping wala naman talagang balak makigera eh. Dinadaan niya lang sa pananakot. Yung tawag dito yung psychological yung military psychological warfare, no. Now, kaya malakas ang loob niya. Pupunta siya dito sa kagaya ngayon yung mga barko nila nandito sa Australians, karagatan ng Australia o malapit dito sa pagitan ng Australia at saka New Zealand. Kung makakalusot lang, no? Malakas ang loob nila no? Parang kung baga gano, kung makakalusot lang, no? Kung matakot, makukuha nila. Pero kung hindi matakot, uurong. O kung patulan sila, paputukan sila, uurong sila. So walang mangyayaring gera, no? Pero kung matakot nila yung isang bansa, ay nakuha nila sa mapayapang paraan para sa kanila yung isang bansa na napagwagian nila. Kagaya ng nangyayari dito sa unti-unti, no? Uma-adjust sila, parang baga gigipitin nila Tapos, a-adjust na naman ulit sila, tapos a-adjust pa-adjust. So, nakukuha nila paunti-unti ng walang labanan yung isang area na gusto nilang makuha. Kaya, malakas yung loob ni Xi Jinping. Isa sa mga naiisip ko yan kung bakit hindi siya natatakot. Dahil wala naman siyang makigera talaga. Wala siyang balak. Parang urong, dalawang hakbang, tapos isang urong patalikod, dalawang hakbang pasulong, isang urong, hanggang makuha nila. So, kung patulan sila, urong lang sila. So, wala ang gera. Yun ang nakikita kong ginagawa ng China. So, ito po, big moves ng US to. No? Dalawa lang po pwede maging battleground. Either sa Pilipinas or doon mismo sa land ng China. Kung ang pinaguhugutan ng lakas ni Xi Jinping ay yung kanyang mga sandatahang napundar, yung mga military asset nila. Kung totoo nga yun, sana hindi. At pwede rin silang mahati, no? Kasi si Donald Trump daw at itong si Putin magkaibigan. So, pwedeng sabihin ng Amerika, itigil muna natin yung sigalot sa pagitan natin. Paghatian natin tong China. No? Pwedeng ganon. So, walang kalaman-laman ng China rito. So, nakikita ko dito, napakalaking gera nito pagka natuloy ito. So, sana huwag. No? Sa paulit-ulit ko sinasabi, ipanalangin natin ang kapayapaan na maghari pa rin. At itong show of force nito, sana hanggang show of force na lang. At ako'y natutuwa at marami na mga nakikisimpatya sa Pilipinas. So hanggang dito na lang po, ito po ang Avoy Mix videos hanggang sa muli.